time for our 7 minutes of marketing inspiration. I'm so glad you're here. So, a lot of people doing events coming up right now. I'm headed to Amsterdam next week for a live event. You are probably doing a live event in the next week or two, or at least attending one, going to one maybe in the fall. Lots of get togethers and live events, right? So, I want to give you four things that you can do specifically in the next sort of 7-ish minutes here that you can put into action right now for your next live event. And if you love this, join me tomorrow, Wednesday for the IBC Prelude. I believe everybody's welcome. I'll just pop the link in the comments so you can sign up and join me live. It's an all-day session, and I have a session called Your Action Plan, IBC Traffic and Lead Follow-Up. So it's specific to live events, getting people to come to your event and following up. All right, but for right now, four things. The first one is, do you have your hot list, your list of people that when you go to this event, now whether this is you're exhibiting or attending, whatever your role is, you are going to have a list of those people that if you just see them, your day's gonna be perfect, your week's gonna be perfect. Okay, if I only see these people, it's gonna be awesome. If I see more people beyond that, cool, cool, totally wanna do that. I wanna meet new people, yes, for sure. So have that list. That may be 5 people, 50 people, 200 people, 500 people, I don't know. So make your list. So I know for my show, when I go to Amsterdam next week, I've got a list of the people that these are the folks I wanna see, and folks that I see over and above that, awesome, love it so much. So have that list, right? And reach out to those people. So you can be emailing them, you can SMS, you can send a calendar booking link, do something to reach out to them in advance. Post whatever, tag them in a post, anything. So have that list. And then when you think about that list of folks, what do those people need most that you deliver, that you help them with? What is that? Because that's your key message to them. All right. So that's first thing, your hot list or your hit list. Secondly, super straightforward, easy peasy stuff. Do you have a calendar booking link? Do you have a way for people to easily meet with you? It's all well and good. Hey, should I meet you Tuesday? What time? How about 12:30? I don't know. How about 1:30? Oof, that's okay, but it can be very much toing and froing. And so, what's great is to have a calendar booking link. Mine is myname.com. So, cindyzulsdorf.com. You can always book an appointment with me there. If you hit me up on a message, text, we talk and make a plan, all good. But if somebody's backing and forthing or just says, hey, let's get together, I've got a link to shoot to them. And I use a special link when I'm going to an event sometimes, not always, but lots of times I do. And that way I've just got the certain show hours blocked off there, and that works so, so well. All right. So, second way, make it easy for people to meet with you. Have a calendar booking link. All right. Three, we want to be sure they have a reason to see you, right? So, we want to give them value before the event, the show, at the event, and after the event. So, what value are you giving to people before the event, during the event, and after the event? So, before the event, I'm giving you tips on how to have a good event. At the event, maybe I have a guide or PDF. Like we have a lot of clients that do video interviews, so I usually have a checklist for people on how to do an interview and what to do with that. After the event, maybe give some information. One client that we worked with forever, they would always go to the Consumer Electronics Show and afterward give like a rundown of their favorite things that they saw at the show. And people loved that. That was like one of the most engaged with emails that we had going out all the time, that people just love to hear like what was their take on the show and the top things and the funny things or whatever the case is. So it could be that, it could be do software release. It could be some cool insight, a helpful PDF, a link. I don't know, something valuable, something cool that you can give to people before, at the event, and also after. And then fourth and final, be sure you've got a sweet system in place for following up What is your plan for following up? If it's just winging it, seat of the pants in it, not so good. Better to have an actual plan in place. It doesn't need to be complicated. I'm not saying a, complicated, crazy, wild plan. Just have a plan. And so if that plan is, I'm going to call, I'm going to rate all the people and, super hot, good, or call in the future, maybe have a ranking of 3 levels, for example. And then every single person, I'm going to segment by interested in A, B, or C. Could do that. You don't even have to do that, but just have a plan. And then I'm gonna already have helpful content written to send to people afterwards, so that every week for the next 8 weeks or whatever, 3 emails, it's gonna have helpful info in it. And then I'm gonna offer people to set up a Zoom meeting or just whatever it is for you that works for you, right? So have a plan set up. And that plan might look like you've got something where you're following up now in 30 days and even 6 months from now. So depending on your clients, your customers, and how long the relationship is. Like people I work with, I've known people for so long, crazy long. So following up immediately and also months later is good, right? So have a plan. All right, so let me just recap the 4 for you, and then I hope to see you tomorrow at the IBC Prelude. Can't wait. All right, so have your hot list or your hit list. Have a calendar booking link or some really easy way for people to meet up with you. Give them a reason to see you, something of value before the event, at the event, after the event, and have a system in place, you, for following up. All right, so that's what it is. See you later. Have a beautiful Tuesday. So glad to see you. Bye.